In today's video, is birth control making it harder for you to build muscle?
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella from ProPhysique.com, and today's video is going to be an exciting discussion because it's something I get asked quite a bit about, but I've never really had anything to go on. And what I mean by that is evidence, research. But we are very lucky. So we're going to talk today about if birth control makes it tougher for women to add muscle. It's definitely a concern for female competitors, and you know, birth control impacts hormones, so it would stand to reason that there might be some correlation there. Now, today's video, the reason it's taken me so long to do a video on this topic, I don't have a lot of experience taking birth control. That's right, surprise, surprise. But I do work with a lot of females that take it, so I'm happy to find out that MASS, the monthly application of strength sport, has done this review of some new research. The research is actually from 2018, so what's really cool is this kind of cutting edge information that's coming out, and MASS is on top of it. So thank you guys. Now, for anyone who is interested in learning more, knowing more, kind of being involved in research that is, I want to say, new, or at least relevant to what we do as coaches or as athletes, well, you need to subscribe for MASS. It's been around for over 2 years now, and it's doing amazing things. And this is exactly why I like to share this information, because people always ask me, hey, Paul, like if we want to do what you do, how do we do that? Well, when I started doing this, I had to bug my friends. Now we have something like MASS. I get it in my inbox once a month. I open it up, I read all the articles. Brain gains. Okay, so if you're interested, I put a link below for you to subscribe to MASS. It's a monthly publication, but it's also got tons of back issues. So let's get into today's research. So the research looked at two groups of women, a group of 9 that were on birth control for at least a year and having regular menstrual cycles, and another group of women who were not on birth control and also having regular menstrual cycles. They put them through a 10-week training program, okay? And you can read more about the specifics of the training program in there. But lo and behold, at the end of 10 weeks, there was no significant difference in the strength or muscle size of either group, which basically just says, hey, if you're on birth control, well, you have the potential to put on just as much muscle as somebody who is not. Now, what it didn't look at was the initial change, and actually that was brought up by the reviewer, okay? So we all know that when you start birth control or you stop birth control, there is going to be an initial period of change to the body. Again, not something I have a personal experience with, but working with clients, this is feedback that I often get. There is, you know, sometimes a 2 or 3 week window where the body is just a little bit off. This was not the case for this study. They were looking at women who had been on for a year or more or not been on birth control, okay? So we're dealing with a stable situation. So if you're looking at some short-term acute changes that might happen from birth control, this is not the study for you, and I don't know if there are any studies on that. So the one thing I think this study is great for is, well, a lot of times what we believe to be true is true. So let's say you're a female and you're taking birth control and you thought, you know what, I'm on birth control, I probably can't put on as much muscle as Sally Strong next to me because she's not on birth control. Well, that will bleed over into your daily life, into your decision making. You just won't feel like you have the potential, so you won't push yourself, right? Whereas now, let's say you look at this study and go, oh, that changes things. Okay, I have the potential to put on just as much muscle as somebody else. I am going to push myself very hard. Psychology has a very important part in how we perform, how we do things. And so something like this, some research, really lets us know, hey, we can be taking some birth control. Now, there are different types of birth control, and it's discussed in the article. And there are perhaps some older forms of birth control that might impact people a little bit differently, okay? What we're looking at here is just what was in the study. So this is still not going to be specific for every single person. There are always going to be outliers, people that are impacted more when you change their hormones, okay? But the most important thing here that we can look at is just to say, hey, it's pretty much a level playing field. And if it matters to you, birth control, well, obviously it serves a purpose. So if your goal is to put on muscle and not have a baby, perhaps birth control is the right move for you. But I thought I would give you guys a first look at MAS. So check it out below. Click the link if you're interested in a subscription. It will be available for you guys to review. Plus, all the back issues are available. So that's going to be it for me today. A short, sweet video on a topic that I get asked about a lot. So I finally got to answer it. Thank you to MAS for that. I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday.